Good morning, children. So, let us discuss the questions of unsolved questions in your chapter, page number 10.29. So, consider this question number 8. What do you mean by primary key? Give a suitable example of primary key from a table containing some meaningful data. So, what is primary key? Primary key is an attribute or set of attributes which are used to identify a tuple. So, to uniquely identify a tuple, suppose this is a tuple, admission number, first name, that is Jatin Kumar, his date of birth. So, this single row is a tuple, this is another tuple, this is another tuple, this is another tuple. So, we need a unique column in which the values do not repeat or there is no null values in that column. So, such columns can be used as primary key. So, primary key is an attribute, that is a column or a set of columns or a combination of columns which act as a primary key, which uniquely identifies a row. So, there is a question. So, in this table, admission number is the primary key because this column will contain unique data for each record. That is, for two students, there won't be same admission number. Admission number is a unique value. Then next question in that, write a query that displays city, salesman name, code and commission from salesman table. That is to display what? City, salesman name and code and commission. So, the table is not given. So, we have to just write that as it is, what is given in the question. So, to display that, we have to use which command? Select command. So, select what all things we have to display? City. So, write city. These city, salesman name, code, commission will be column names of some table. So, you have to write as it is because that table is not given. So, you have to write like this: select space what all columns you have to display, that is city, then salesman name. Here we have studied the rules of identifier, that identifier names cannot have space. So, this is salesman underscore name. So, it is written like this, comma, code, comma, commission. From, it is given from salesman table. So, you have to write from salesman, then semicolon to mark the end of the table. Then next question, write a query that selects all orders except those with 0 or null in the amount field from table orders. So, in this question, it is to select all the orders except those with 0 or null in the amount field. That is, amount field means amount is a column of the table orders. So, we have to select all the values other than the null values of the amount column. So, how we will write? We have to select all the values of the orders table. So, we have to write select, for all values we have to give star. Select star from orders, and there is a condition that all the values, only those rows are to be selected whose values, for which the amount column has some value. If the amount column has null value, then don't select that row. So, we have a condition that the amount column should not be null. If there is null values, then remove that row, don't select that row. So, there is an operator called is operator. So, is operator will check whether it is null or not. So is null will check whether the column is null. Is not null will check whether the column is not null. So how we will select? Select star from orders where amount is not null. So we have to select only those rows where the amount column has not null. That is, it is not null. Then put a semicolon. Then write a command that deletes all orders from for customer Sohan from table customer. So write a command that deletes all orders for customer Sohan. So we have to delete some rows. For the orders, okay children, so how will you delete the column where the salesman's name is, where the customer's name is Sohan? So you can write delete from table where condition. So the table is delete from customer where we can either use string matching operator like, or we can write customer name equal to in single quotes Sohan, or you can use like operator or equal to operator for string comparison. Now consider this table, question number 10, that is a table company, and another table model. So here it is given that comp ID is the primary key and it is given model ID is the primary key and comp ID is the primary key of table company. So it is used here, so it is the foreign key. Now let us see the different questions. To display the details of all the models in the model table. So to display the models of all the models. So this is the model table. So to display the models of all the details of model table, we have to use select star from model. So select star from model. There is no condition given. Now next is to display the details of those models manufactured in 2011 and whose cost is below 2000. So there is two conditions are there. One is year and another one is cost. So there is a table, there is a column for cost, but there is no column for year. So we have to use the year function to extract the year from the date of manufacture. So how we will write? Same as this, select a star from model. Then we have to apply one condition where what we have to apply, it is given the year of manufacturing is 2011. So from this date of manufacture column, we have to extract the year using the function, using the date function year. So we have studied the date function and it will extract the year from the date function. There is a year function. So the year function will extract the year part when a date is given. So what happens? The year function will extract all the years from the column date of manufacture and it will check whether it is equal to 2011. And there is a condition whose cost is below 2000. So we can use two conditions with an AND operator. So year in bracket date of manufacture equal to 2011 and there is a column cost. So cost less than 2000. Next is to decrease the cost of all the models of the in the model table by 15%. So from the model table we have to decrease the cost by 15%. It is given in percentage. So we have, if we want to decrease or increase or multiply, so then at that time we are updating the table, or if it is in the question increase the cost or decrease the cost, then we are updating the table. So we have to use the update command, which is a DML command. So you have to write update query for the update table, that is update model, that is the table name. Then the new value is given in the set keyword, set close. So set, which column we have to update? The cost column. So it is given cost of the models in table by 15%. We have to decrease the cost by 15%. So cost equal to cost minus 15% can be written as 15 by 100 into cost. So 15 by 100 is what? 0.15. So it is written as 0.15 star cost. So update table set value. So here particular condition is not given, that for particular rows only you have to update. So no need of any where clause. Only the condition, the new values are to be given after the set close. Next, consider the table product and consider the next 11th question. You can see there is a product table and it is given PID, that is this column is the primary key, and the client table, in that CID is the primary key and this PID is used here. So this PID is the foreign key because it is the primary key of some other table which is referenced here. Then question, write the SQL commands to display the client name and city of all Mumbai and Delhi based clients in client table. So first, if there are two tables, you have to first see that which all columns are asked to display. So first you have to, in the question it is given display the client name and city. So client name and city are from the single table itself. Both are from single table itself, that is from the client table. So you can easily write select client name comma city from client, but there is a condition that it is from Mumbai. City should be Mumbai and Delhi based. So what we have to write in the condition? We have to write where city equal to Delhi or city equal to Mumbai, because we can have either from Delhi, people from either from Delhi or from Mumbai. So you can write this statement like this: select client name comma city from client where city equal to Mumbai or city equal to Delhi. Consider the next question. Increase the price of all the products in the product table by 10%. So here increase is there. So you have to update the table. So how we will update? We have to use the update command, that is update table, that is update product. So this is the table name, update product. Which column you have to update? Price. So update product set. Which column you have to update is to be given in the set close. So set price is equal to 10 percentage, how we can represent? It can be represented as 0.1. So how we have to update the price? Price is equal to price plus, since it is to increase, we can write it as price equal to price plus 0.1 into price, because we have to increase the price by 10 percentage of the price. So how we will write? Update product set price is equal to price plus 0.1 into price, that is 10 percentage of price. Okay, that is added to the old value of price, and the new value of price is this. So price column is updated as old value plus its 10 percentage. Its 10 percentage means 0.1 into price, that is 10 percentage of price. This is 10 percentage of price and this is the old value. So this two when added gets updated in the price table. Next is to display the product name, manufacturer, expiry date of all the products that expired on or before this particular date. So you check whether all the columns that we have to display are from the same table itself. So it is from, so product name, manufacturer, expiry date. So how we will write? Select product name, comma, manufacturer, comma, expiry date from product where we have a condition that expired on or before. So expired on or before. Before means the date should be before this. Date should be before this. So every date, in case of date, the date which has recently over is always less than the specified date. Okay, so before means the date is all the dates which are less than this value. Okay, if today it is 17, then yesterday will be 16, isn't it? So always date before will be a less value compared to the date today. Date after will be a large value compared to today. So we have in the question, we have to check expiry date of all the products that expired on or before. So expired on this date also should be considered. So less than, equal to. So all the dates less than or equal to this date should be selected. So you have to display select product name. So how we will write? Select product name, manufacturer, expiry date from product where the column expiry date less than or equal to 2010 12 31. Then consider the following two tables, that is stationery and consumer, two tables. Then CID is the primary key. In this table CID is the primary key and here SID is the primary key. Then PID is the foreign key. You can see PID is the foreign key because we can use any name for a foreign key, but the values of that particular column will be from another column. So here the name is SID, but here the name is PID, but its name here is not SID. Then also it is a foreign key because the values in that column is from another table. So PID is the foreign key. So to display the details of all the stationery items in the stationery table, display the details of all the stationery items. So no condition is given. So how we will write? Select star from table name, that is stationery. Then to display all the details of stationery whose company is XYZ and price is below 10. So how we will write? There is a condition also for display the details of stationery. So select star from stationery. There is a condition whose company is XYZ. So company is what? XYZ. We don't need any other company, only XYZ. So we have to write where company is equal to, in single quotes, XYZ, and another condition is there, and price is below 10. Price is less than 10. So two conditions are there. So how we will represent? And price less than 10. The next question, to increase the price of all the stationery in stationery table by 2. So increase the price. So we have to update the table. We have to update the column price of the stationery table by 2 rupees. So how we will update? Update table name, that is update stationery, set keyword, set the column new value, that is price is equal to by 2. It is given by 2. So price is equal to price plus 2. The next is select stationery name. SQL command is given, so you have to find out what will be the output of this statement. Select stationery name, comma, price into 3 from stationery where company is equal to CAM. So first, this is a select statement. So what will it do? It will display a table containing values. So here we have selected what? 2 columns, that is stationery name is a column, then price into 3 is another column. So we have a column price, but price into 3 is not there. So while displaying, this is not updating, while displaying it will multiply the price column with 3. So what will be displayed? And there is a condition that company is equal to CAM. So from the CAM company, so company equal to CAM means only this particular row. From that we have to display what? Stationery name and price into 3. So stationery name means pencil. So the output will be like this, 2 columns, and there will be a column heading. Column heading will be stationery name, under that pencil, and another column will be price into 3. So under the price into 3 column, the price of that pencil is 5. So 5 into 3, that is 15 will be displayed. Next is consider the table stock and another table dealer. So in stock table, item number is the primary key and D code is the foreign key. That is, this in this table D code is the primary key of the table dealer and D code is the foreign key of this table stock, because D code column is used which is of another table, and here item number is the primary key. So consider the first question, to display details of all the items in the stock table. So how we will display? Select star from stock. Next, to display the details of those items in stock table whose dealer code is 102 or quantity in stock is more than 100. So display the details of those items in stock table whose dealer code is 102. So there is a condition that dealer code is 102 and quantity is 100. So dealer code is 102 and quantity is 100. So display the details of those items. So select the star from stock where D code is equal to 102 or quantity QTY. In table, for to represent quantity, it is QTY greater than 100. The next question is to insert a record in the stock table with the values. So in stock table there are how many columns? First you have to see which all columns are there. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns are there, and we have to insert another one row. So this is the rows. So first you have to check how many values are given. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if all the values are given, no need of specifying the column names to which you are inserting. So you can directly write insert into table name, that is stock values in bracket, write the values as it is, then close the bracket, then semicolon. The next, there is a statement is given, you have to find out the output. Then select QTY star unit price from stock where item number is equal to 5006. So for only particular item number you have to calculate what? QTY into unit price, quantity into unit price. So there will be only a single table, single column, and its heading will be QTY star unit price, and the multiplied value will be displayed. So for 5006. So 5006 is this row. For that the quantity is 200 and unit price is 22. So 22 into 200, that is 44, that is 4400. So the output will be like this, 4400, this value. Next question is explain the concept of Cartesian product between two tables with the help of an example. Children, for this Cartesian product is not there for your for 11th standard, it is there in 12th standard only. So go to question number 15. In that there are two tables, product and supplier. In that, consider the question number B. To display the details of all the products. So display the details of all the products. We have the products are in which table? The product table. So you can write select star from products. Then to display product name and price of all those products whose price is in the range of 10,000 and 15,000, both value inclusive. If it is given both value inclusive, you have to use the between operator. So you have to select which all columns? Select product name. For product name, the column is name is what? P name. So you have to write like that. Select P name comma, then you have to display price. So P name comma price from products. There is a condition that price is in the range of 10,000 and 15,000. So you can use price greater than or equal to 10,000 and price less than or equal to 15,000, or you have an between operator that you can use. That is where price between 10,000 and 15,000. If both value inclusive, this is given in bracket, you can use between operator. Price between 10,000 and 15,000. In this between operator will consider both the values 10,000 and 15,000. Then the next question. To display the price, product name and quantity of those products which have quantity more than 100. So you have to display what? Price, product name and quantity. So you have to check what are the table column names for these values. So in the table, the column name for price is price. So select price, comma, for product name it is P name, comma, for quantity it is QTY, from products where quantity more than 100. So where QTY greater than 100, semicolon. The next is to display the names of those suppliers who are either from Delhi or from Chennai. That is suppliers are from Delhi or Chennai. From the suppliers table, we have to display all the details of suppliers who are from Delhi or Chennai from these two columns. So how we will write to display the name? So supplier name, only we need the supplier name. For supplier name, the column containing the supplier name is S name. Select S name. So how you will write? Select the name of the supplier. So the name of the supplier column is S name. From suppliers where city equal to Delhi or city equal to Kolkata. Then next is to display the name of the companies and the name of the products. To display the name of the company and name of the product. So name of the company is given. The company name is given under the column company and the product name is given under the column P name. So we can write select company, comma, P name from product. Select company, comma, P name from product. Select company, comma, P name from product. Next, obtain the output of the following SQL queries based on the data given in the table product and supplier. So first is select distinct subcode from products. So distinct keyword is used to extract the non-repeated values. That is, if repeated values are there, it will be taken only once. So which column we have to apply distinct subcode from product? So subcode, consider the column subcode. In that, which are the values? S01 is there 2 times. So only one value you have to consider. Then S02 is there 2 times. So only one value you have to consider. Then S03. So subcode and these 3 values will be there as the output, because only in the select statement only particular column, this column is given, and before this column name the keyword distinct is also used. So distinct keyword will select only unique values, display only unique values. It will not show repeated values. So you can see distinct subcode. So what is given after the select statement will be displayed as the column heading. Then the output will be inside that column. So S01, S02, S03. Then next one, select price into quantity amount from product where PID equal to 104. So inside the select statement there is an operation price star QTY from product where PID is equal to 104. So from the product table where PID is 104, for this particular row we have to compute price into quantity, that is 1100 into 500. So that value will be displayed as output. So 1100 into 5, that is 5,55,000. 1100 into 500. Okay, thank you children. Today's class is over.